They say diversity makes the world go round, and diversity is also a big part of music collecting, and I've got plenty of it, and this is an answer to Chris Propfe, Musically Obsessed, 10 diverse albums from my collection. Hey everyone, TC here. Going to answer this for Chris Propfe, Musically Obsessed. Chris came up with a great little thread a few days ago, and it's called Gimme 10 Diverse Albums. You're supposed to go through your collection and pull out different types of categories, and just to show all the different type of stuff that you listen to or that you have in your collection. So that's exactly what I've done. I've gone and picked 10 from very diverse sources to show you just how broad my tastes run. Starting with adult vocals. Barry Manilow and One Voice from 1979. This has his title track, which became a classic. The singles from this album were Ships and I Don't Want to Walk Without You. And When I Wanted You. There were other great stuff on here, but that incredible overdubbed multi-vocal from Barry on the title track is just awesome and fits very well into the adult contemporary figure as well. Number 2, 80s funk. Prince and the Revolution, Around the World in a Day. I worked at a record store when this came out. I told this story. We could not keep this thing in all day. It was crazy. Of course, this has Raspberry Beret, among others, on it. Came out in the wake of Purple Rain, which had been a huge hit, and is a terrific album. I think it's one of Prince's best. If you've never heard it, check it out. Next up, Teeny Bopper Pop, or Teen Idols, and that's Leif Garrett, Can't Explain. This is Leif's 4th album, released in 1980. No big hits off of it, but it did spawn a couple of singles that didn't do that well on the chart. You Had to Go and Change on Me, and his version of Stuck in the Middle with You. He tried to go a little bit more rock here, as much as the record label would let him. He has a recording of JoJo Gunn's Run, Run, Run on here. Mostly, though, it's typical teen pop from a typical teen performer, even though he wanted to be doing a lot different type of music. From 1980, Leif Garrett and teen pop, Can't Explain. Country music. I'm not a big country fan. I grew up around it, but there are certain artists I absolutely adore, and Dolly Parton is one of those artists. This is Heartbreaker from 1978, including the title track from that, and Baby I'm Burnin'. Couple of big hits for her. This is a gatefold, has some great Dolly images. Let me turn it right away so you can see it. Terrific album. Dolly is one of the best country performers ever. I love her music, and I will continue to love her forever. One of the few country artists that I actually really enjoy, Dolly Parton and Heartbreaker. Do some maneuvering here. R&B, Stevie Wonder, Characters, from 1988, I believe. This features You Will Know, which was the big hit off here. Also, a great duet with Michael Jackson called Get It. This was a gatefold. I actually did not purchase this. It was a promotional copy sent to me by Rockline when I got to speak with Stevie Wonder on the air. I asked him about the release of the Outsiders theme, Stay Gold, which I continue to love to this day, and he said it would eventually be coming out on a record. It finally did come out with his greatest hits collection in the late 90s. Terrific song. This album is fantastic. Not one of his better known albums, but really good. So classic R&B, Stevie Wonder, and Characters. I love a little taste of Brazil. Sergio Mendes, Brazil, 86. This was his 3rd consecutive hit album of his 80s run, and features a lot of Brazilian flavored music. There were no big hits off this that I remember, but the entire album does have that wonderful Brazil flavor flowing through it. Sergio was always a terrific, there's the inner lyric sleeve. Sergio is a terrific conductor, arranger, and just always put together great stuff from the time Brazil 66 was around through more recently, the recent years. So, terrific stuff. Brazilian flavor from Brazil 86, Sergio Mendes. I love New Age music. I started listening to it thanks to Entertainment Tonight, who turned me on to this gentleman, Andreas Vollenweider. I have several of his albums. I adore his music. He plays electroacoustic harp, if you're not familiar with him, and he is terrific. This is his first release, Behind the Garden, Behind the Wall, Under the Tree. He's probably best known for two later albums that both won Grammys, Down to the Moon and Dancing with the Lion, both of which I have only on CD and don't have access to. So I pulled this one out to show you. He recorded for CBS Masterworks. There's that, whoops, there's an insert in there. A terrific Masterworks label, green. Always, his stuff are suites, basically going through one entire side on all of his albums. And if you aren't familiar with him, you should be. He is an incredible performer. New Age represented by Andreas Vollenweider. Excuse me. Arena Rock, 1980s. Foreigner. This is my favorite Foreigner album, Agent Provocateur. It features, this is the album that features That Was Yesterday, I Want to Know What Love Is. Both songs I love. Down on Love also. This is my favorite album. That Was Yesterday is my all-time favorite Foreigner song. I just felt they were terrific. Lou Gramm would go solo, another album away, and have a couple of big hits. But this album, which is textured, embossed, absolutely fantastic, and it's not the favorite of most Foreigner fans, but I like it. Arena Rock from Foreigner. Can't go wrong with K-Tel compilation albums. Dynamite from 1975, I believe, or 74. This album features a lot of great stuff from the early months of disco and also some rock stuff. You got Terry Jack, Season of the Sun. You got Nazareth, This Flight Tonight. You got Eric Clapton, I Shot the Sheriff. You got Albert Hammond, and I'm a Train. George McRae's Rock Me Baby. Rock Your Baby, sorry. Elton John's Honky Cat is on here. Night Chicago Died, Paper Lace. Very representative of R&B and pop from 1974. K-Tel compilation album, Dynamite. And finally, radio transcriptions. I'm a big fan of radio shows, and this is one I'm pleased to have in my collection. This is American Top 40 with Casey Kasem. Originally aired on, let's see, 10/30 of, I believe that, yeah, it would have to be 82, since Casey was hosting Casey's Top 40 in 92. This features, it's a 4-album set, comes, of course, complete with, whoops, sorry about that, comes, of course, complete with the cue sheets and notes, each album. These are supposed to be destroyed after they're played. For those of you who may not have seen what an American Top 40 disc looks like, that's the label. And each album has different stuff, including commercials and everything else. This particular one came with a watermark format clock for the radio stations to use, and a letter from Watermark indicating some additional availability for local commercials on the discs. So it's a pretty cool collection. Let's see, among the songs on this one, I'm So Excited by the Pointer Sisters, Rock This Town by Stray Cats, Mickey by Tony Basil, or Basil, however you pronounce it, Nobody by Sylvia, American Heartbeat by Survivor, New World Man by Rush. Wow, I didn't know that was in the top 40 at any time. And a lot of these might be just Yeah, it is actually on there. Okay. Don't fight it. I don't remember Rush ever having a top 40 hit. Sorry, Carson, I just don't. But anyway, American Top 40 with Casey Kasem, one of my radio transcriptions. So that's my diverse 10. I love this idea, Chris. Thank you for bringing it up, and I'm looking forward to seeing other ones. I've already watched Glenn Calloway and Aaron Mutha Alamar's, and I can't wait to see more. I hope people continue to participate. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to spread the word out there. Click that notification bell so you know when I have new videos going up. And as always, enjoy what you listen to. That's what it's there for. Music is the glue of the world, Mark. It holds it all together. Without it, life could be meaningless. Eddie from Empire Records. I'm TC. See ya.